Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wolverines offense will get the ball first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Or give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air. It's Underwood. They're working that left side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. The play action fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Now they'll run the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It is perfect. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Quick shovel pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. Makes the grab. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So SMU's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge. The defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defensive end.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Payne. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They'll run it to the right. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pulls it in. It's Smothers. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Using his legs, it's Russell. Oh, he's got some space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Runs through the tackle. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fall.
Snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking deep. Makes a catch at the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
I love when you back the defense offense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So here comes the Michigan offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They try to get it outside on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. The give to the right. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleep.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Wolverines! Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Rushes on him. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires to the right. Makes the catch, it's Freeman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Keeps it going. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rifles it down the middle. Makes the grab. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Oh, a double pass. It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. Runs through a tackle. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Reed. Punts it out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, on paper, we wondered what this matchup might look like, and through 2 quarters of ball in the Dukes-Mayo kickoff game, it's been an ideal way to tee up the new season. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half in the Dukes-Mayo Bowl.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And while that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation point.
Can't get him to the ground. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Grabbed over the middle, it's Singleton. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's caught. It's nice. Turning it on. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Got a man. It's Singleton. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Fires on the move. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
They go to the draw. Nice move there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Wolverines are in the red zone. On the run, it's Smothers. Made a defender miss. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back. Put a good drive together.
The Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dropping back, it's Reed. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Singleton. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Got it behind the line. It's strong. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, what a move. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It smothers. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Here's the handoff. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns for the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone. It's Freeman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Under fire. There's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Freeman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for second down. The give out of the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield as Lindsey gets it out fast. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Freeman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just threw that one way too far. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. On the ground, it's Smothers. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The lone back's got it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Still running at the 40. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll try the run. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
He's taken down at the 40.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue.